Congratulations, you finally got the clear to close from your lender and your closing date. What is the last thing that you should do? It's the final walkthrough. We're going to talk about what that is, what to expect, and when it's done. So don't go anywhere. Hi, my name's Jacqueline Kraszewski. I'm a real estate salesperson with the Green Team New York Realty in beautiful Warwick, New York. And if you haven't already, I would so appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up. We talk about all things real estate and the Hudson Valley. Today we're talking about the final walkthrough before closing and what to expect. Now on the final walkthrough, you're basically going through the house to make sure it's in the same condition as when you had your home inspection done. Meaning, let's say home inspections were done, there was nothing to negotiate on repairs. You're just walking through to make sure it's in the same condition. When is that done? Well, if there was nothing negotiated on repairs, you're going to do that within 24 hours of closing. And who does that final walkthrough with you as the buyer? Your real estate agent. If there were minor or even some major repairs done, a lot of that can be verified through either the seller's real estate agent or seller's attorney. Here in New York, our contracts are drawn up by real estate attorneys. So let's say you had a minor repair, you as the buyer asked the seller to replace a missing gutter. Depending on what you negotiated, could the homeowner make that repair or did they need to hire a licensed contractor? Let's just say they hired a licensed contractor. The homeowner could take a photo of the completed work and send the receipt for what he paid for over to his attorney. That would then be sent to the buyer's attorney and you would know that was repaired. Let's say there was a major repair. Let's say there was something with the electrical panel that wasn't wired correctly. That would need to be done by a licensed electrician. Any plumbing work would need to be done by a licensed plumber, and that can all be certified by them. Now, if you as the buyer says, well, that's great, but I would like my home inspector to come back in and double check, you have that right, but that should probably be done about a week prior, just to make sure everything's done and nothing else needs to be repaired or tweaked. Now, if there were repairs that were not completed, let's say nothing major like electrical rewiring, but something minor, maybe like the gutter, and you're scheduled to close in 4 days and the seller can't get that work done right away. You can speak to your attorney. Sometimes they can give you a credit at closing and you hire who you would like to have done. Sometimes they'll hold money in escrow. But again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not offering legal advice. It really varies state to state and what everything is agreed upon. So double check in your area with either your realtor or a licensed real estate attorney. Now, what to expect on the walkthrough here in New York, and I think it's kind of standard across the country, most contracts say that the house needs to be kept broom swept clean. Now, what does that mean? Broom swept clean basically means you're gonna walk in, you're gonna see some scuff marks, there's gonna be some holes in the wall where they removed some artwork, obviously gaping holes, like really big ones, no, that's not acceptable. But holes where they remove some artwork, things like that, you'll probably see some dust bunnies floating around. That's broom swept clean. So just so you know what to expect as the buyer. It's not like when you move into an apartment, the complex comes in, they refresh everything and repaint it. This is not that. So just keep that in mind. One pro tip I highly recommend: hire a house cleaner the day that you're going to move. If you know that your closing is happening on March 10th, I would hire a home cleaner to come in. Look, the house is going to be empty. About a 2,500 square foot house in our area probably runs about 150. I don't know. I clean my own house, but I'd really love to hire a cleaning lady. Okay, that's beside the point. But hire a cleaning service to come on in, clean out the whole entire house, mop your floors, do all that. Trust me, best money you would ever spend. Also, make sure prior to closing you've notified the local electric company, gas company, if applicable, to switch it over into your name. If you're doing a walkthrough the morning of the closing and you forgot to do that and the seller has already had it switched off, you can't do a walkthrough with no power. So make sure that you have that done. You can call them, at least here, you can call them as far as a week in advance and say, I am purchasing this house at such and such an address. please put the electric and gas in my name. So make sure you do that as well. What else are you looking through on the walkthrough? Anything that you negotiated in the contract. Were all the major appliances included? Sometimes people don't include the washer and dryer or the refrigerator. Whatever was included, is it there? Is it the same piece of equipment? Does it work? Those are the things you're looking for. If you negotiated things like window treatments or curtain rods, you want to make sure they're there. One thing I did learn recently going through a contract was mirrors in bathrooms, if they're not the permanent old style medicine cabinet that's in the wall, like if they are just hung like a piece of art, those are not included. So just a tip for you, if you're thinking, oh, I've got this great master bathroom and they have these beautiful mirrors hung on the wall, they might not be included. So double check in your area. Again, it's all what you negotiated in your contract. I have never had a buyer have an issue on a walkthrough, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Have you purchased a house? How did your walkthrough go? Were there any unexpected items that came up? Leave me a comment below. Again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit like, and give me a thumbs up. And you know what? Share this video. Sharing is caring after all. Thanks again, and I hope you have an amazing day.